As COVID continues to flood the nation, many public officials refuse to reinstate indoor mask mandates despite the stark forecast of a rapidly rising death toll. Welcome to this week's weather report from the People's CDC for the week of May 23rd. This week, the CDC community transmission levels map has turned red across much of the country. 3/4 of U.S. counties are experiencing high or substantial transmission, and 86% of residents live in a county with high transmission. The highly contagious BA.2.121 variant of Omicron now accounts for almost half of all cases. Hospitalizations are increasing for all ages, surpassing peak levels during the Delta wave in the Northeast, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. COVID has already become the third leading cause of death in the United States. At the People's CDC, we know the impacts of COVID and the collective trauma it has caused has fallen disproportionately on older, disabled, poor, and working class, Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Among the 1 million deaths from COVID in the United States, people 65 and over accounted for 3/4 of deaths. Compared with white and Asian people, Black and Latinx people have the highest death rates across all age groups. Indigenous and Pacific Islander communities likely suffered the highest death rates of all groups, although they are underrepresented in national data. Despite a narrative that COVID is usually mild, research is showing that long COVID is associated with the reactivation of dormant viruses that are already in the body, setting off symptoms that can be severe, chronic, and potentially debilitating. Check out the Long COVID Justice Network to learn more and find support if you or a loved one are dealing with long COVID. Join us as we stand in solidarity and rage with all those who've lost loved ones, are impacted by long COVID, or don't have access to healthcare, and demand a comprehensive response to the pandemic that puts our most vulnerable first. That's it for this week's report from the People's CDC.